mastermind program. And inside the program, we talk a lot about mindset stuff and your relationship with money and things like that. And I wanted to put out this little video because something that came about, I think, is really powerful and important for a lot of people to understand. So, if you're a coach or you're a high ticket affiliate marketer and you've been getting into this stuff for a little while and you're perhaps below the $10,000 per month mark, and maybe you're just at the 0 to 1 high ticket sale level and you're just trying to work out what the right thing to be doing is along the way, hopefully, this is going to help you out. So, one of the things that came up was the topic of fear. And it's something that I think a lot of us face. I certainly did not feel comfortable by putting myself out on video. I really don't like it, even these off the cuff recorded ones or pre recorded ones. I still don't find them entirely comfortable. I've done thousands of them now, so obviously it's a little bit easier than it might have been when I first got started some time ago. I'm still not entirely comfortable with the idea of presenting in front of people. A little bit different with online stuff when I'm doing Zooms and things like that. That's usually okay, but when it comes to like standing up in front of folks and giving speeches and presentations, things like that, it's not something I'm overly comfortable with, but it's something that I'm growing into as I get older. Now, the reason I raise all those is because I wanted to highlight that I don't want to say everyone, but I think most of us still have some fears around certain things that we do. And what I see very prevalent with having worked with over 700 students now is that a lot of the time, a couple of things pop up for people. One is their fear around doing stuff online gets in the way. They will often not reach out to people in Messenger because they're worried about rejection or looking silly or humiliating themselves, or I don't know. I don't know what that fear is about. It's something that they probably need to address. I see people that are too scared to create content just in case it's not good. They're too scared to engage with other people on social media, which I find really fascinating as well. Um, Fear of doing videos, I get that. Like I say, I'm not super comfortable with it. And I think that fear is holding a lot of us back. Another way that I've seen it manifest is this idea that the content that we're producing, that's a new word, produce, there you go. The content that we're producing has to be the best content at all times, which then means that we must fear that the content's not going to be good enough, right? So it's something that I think this is very prevalent, like I say. So something that I said on this interview, and I think this is what I wanted to bring it to a head with this particular little video here, is your fear of not creating the life that you want needs to outweigh the fear and discomfort of the immediate thing you're about to do, right? And I think if you consider that, then it's going to help eliminate a lot of procrastination in your business. If you're delaying reaching out to folks because you're worried about rejection, or you're not asking for the sale because you're worried about rejection, or you're worried like maybe the other side of it, what happens if they say yes? Crap, what do I do now? Oh, this is awkward. Then you're doing yourself a disservice. And more importantly, and I think this is the more impactful part of it, is that you're doing those that you love and that love you a disservice as well. Because if your goals, most of our goals are based on certain things that we were our own goals, but then also working with over 700 students now, is a lot of the time they tie their why, their reason for doing all this stuff, to something very tangible, like to be an example for my children, or to take my family on vacation. In my case, it was to help my wife leave the workforce, and that has since manifested. And now my goals have changed slightly to be helping my broader family out a little bit more as well. So, point being is that it goes beyond me. And I say, like I mentioned, that I think a lot of people probably have that same goal where the why, the reason for doing it, is usually tied to something external like family. And so if you're letting the fear of doing these little things within your business, or not putting yourself out there and all that type of stuff, if you're letting that fear get in the way of actually trying, forget actually bloody making it work, like just giving it a shot, then you're going to live in regret. You're going to look back on your life and you're going to be like, what the hell was I fearful of? Like, I'd stood in the way of my own goals, or at least even trying to go for my own goals. So that's it. And to recap really quickly, if you do experience that thing, we all go through, well, sorry, I don't want to like say all of humanity is fearful. That's not the right way to think of it at all. I think that a lot of us experience that, especially when it comes to the high ticket affiliate marketing and coaching, all that type of stuff. There's an element of fear involved by building a personal brand. What if I get haters? I've got haters. I don't do, you bastards. Screw you guys. I've had it. It happens, but I like I say my why reason for doing this is so powerful and so ingrained into me that I don't mind. Like I know that people that are going to give me static, that is a reflection of their own insecurities and their own lack and their own inability to actually get out of their way and do something with their lives. So that's how I view that. So anyway, point being is that the fear of not trying to achieve your goal and not helping your loved ones and not achieving what you set out to achieve with your business, that needs to be way more impactful than the fear of not doing the thing. Fear of going through that process in the immediate future. So anyway, that's my little rant for today. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next one.